Welcome to Heatham Field in Fremont, Nebraska. It is Midland Warrior Lacrosse doubleheader as the Midland Warriors take on Northwestern Eagles right here on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
Good Thursday afternoon to you, everyone. Alongside Kelly Johnson, I'm Rich Ray. As Kelly mentioned, a pair of contests coming up here today. We will set up this ball game after we hear the national anthem here at Heatham Field. The national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner here at Heatham Field in Fremont. Midland University women's lacrosse team 0-2 in the season. They're searching for that first win of the year. They've dropped both contests starting the years. They fell to the 9th-ranked Benedictine in the season opener, which was just about a week ago, 19-1 in Atchison. Then they lost a hard-fought battle this past Sunday to the University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy 5-4. Warriors are led by head coach Macy J. in her second season after she played for Midland for 5 years from 2018 to 2022. Northwestern and the Eagles at a St. Paul, Minnesota NCAA Division III team coming into today's contest following a 22-8 loss at the University of Wisconsin River Falls a couple of days ago. The Eagles fell behind early in the game at home. They were unable to claw their way back into it. After a 10-1 opening quarter, the teams played within 2 goals of each other through the next 2 quarters. In the fourth, UW River Falls pulled away for the win. Emma Rugemer paced the Eagles with 3 goals. She's tied for the team lead with 6 in the season alongside Maddie Hauer, and we'll talk more about the Eagles as we progress. Now, following today's game, Midland will be on the road for their next 4 contests. The Warriors will travel to Michigan for 3 games. They'll face Madonna on Sunday in Livonia, followed by a game with Siena Heights on Tuesday in Adrian, and then wrap up their trip with Concordia Ann Arbor on Wednesday. The Warriors will travel to St. Mary in Leavenworth, Kansas on St. Patrick's Day before they host Mount Mercy on Wednesday, March the 20th. Northwestern 1-2, Midland 0-2, and we're set for women's lacrosse here at Heatham Field in Fremont on a little gray, overcast, windy day. Wind out of the north is strong here today, and a threat for precipitation later tonight, maybe when the men's game wraps up as we are ready for our opening draw of the contest. Midland in the white and Northwestern in the purple, and the Eagles will control things as Emma Snyder has it, and she'll play it into the middle, finding Lauren Parr. Parr will work to her right side, and she's defended well, and she will back up with it now and get things underway. Maddie Hauer and Emma Rugeman, they lead the way for Northwestern in scoring this year with a total of 6 goals each. Then Lauren Parr has 5. And handling it right now is Abby Scheel for the Eagles. Over on the left wing, and looking for somebody to pop open, and she'll pass it around the perimeter as it's handled now by Maddie Hauer. Hauer will work to her right. Shot attempt goes wide, and it will go over the end line. It'll stay Eagles' possession. Abby Scheel handles it, a senior from Stillwater, Minnesota. It's a heavy Minnesota roster. Of course, Northwestern is in St. Paul. And the ball is going to roll the right side. Finally will be controlled by the Eagles. Abby Scheel has it. Scheel will play it back to the right, where she will find Lauren Parr. And the Eagles will look to work it around the perimeter and see if they can get somebody to flash open. Circling around. Eagles with it now, trying to get organized. Abby Scheel will play it back on up to the point. 15 here on the possession. Here's a shot attempt, and a save is going to be made by Midland's Christina Myers, who's in goal today. She's going to be in goal for the first half from what we are told. Here's another shot attempt, another save by Myers. We're told that Myers will play the first half, and then Emily Gonsalves is scheduled to play the second half in goal for Midland here this afternoon. 13:20 left to go in the first period. No score. The Warriors with a nice clear, and they will move from right to left. To the right side, pass into the middle, knocked down, and picked up by the goalkeeper, and Daisy Koffler. Koffler is a graduate student from Pine City, Minnesota. Turnover here as Midland will get the ball back. And it now will be played from back behind the net. It is Chloe Harrison. Will swing it to the near side, finding Alexis Marshall, sophomore from Kingwood, Texas. And around the perimeter, the Warriors will move the ball. Now over to the right, and back behind the net, Harrison trying to work her way in, spins back around, looks to center a pass, picked up near the point to the right side of the fan, shot attempt, hit the crossbar, and will come back out and will be fielded by Maddie Hauer. So good opportunity for Midland there. They just couldn't get it to go in as that darn crossbar got in the way. Now the Eagles will work it to midfield. Here is Cara Smith with it, and she'll play it to the right side, finding Lauren Parr. Parr working from right to left now. And had it knocked loose, but she'll scoop it back up, receiving the ground ball. And Parr works on over to the right side. Plays it on over to Abby Scheel. And Scheel will get things set up from back behind the fan on the right side. Scheel looks to center a pass, caught in the middle. A turnaround attempt, shot and goal by Cara Smith. Cara Smith scores for the Eagles, and Northwestern is on the board first. It was a nifty shot because Smith was able to come across in front, make herself open, and then she whipped the pass back around her right hip and was able to find the inside of the net. And so the Eagles are on the board 1-0 with 11:54 left to go here in the first quarter. So 1-0 the score. Let's see if the Warriors can find a way to try to respond here. Waiting for the face-off. Cara Smith on the goal. She was assisted by Abby Scheel for the Eagles. Midland with possession. And handling it on the right side will be Madeline Edwards. Shot attempt and a goal by Midland. So the Warriors answered just like that. Looks like able to find the net was Hallie Gehring, senior from Pleasant Grove, Utah, and assisted on the play by Madiga Marusek. So Midland responded very quickly. Came right back, gets a goal, and ties this up at 11:44 to play here in the first quarter. So this one's got the making. It could be an offensive battle here today. Midland as a team scored just 5 goals in 2 games this year. Northwestern's had more success, 30 goals in 3 games this season. So if I do my math right, that's about 10 goals a contest to 2.5 for Midland. How'd I do?
Yeah, I think you got the calculator out.
Did I?
That well.
I used all fingers and toes to figure it out. All right, so we're tied at 1 with 11:44 to go here in the opening quarter. Women's lacrosse on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live alongside Kelly Johnson. I'm Rich Ray. As we're ready for the draw control, which will be battled for. And the Warriors come up with it. It is Jewel Milliman. Milliman will swing it over to the right side to Marusek. Marusek spins back around, gives it back to Milliman. And Milliman will pass back behind the net. As Harrison will get things set up now. Harrison looking for somebody to center, come across, but will pass back behind now to Rylan Nelson. And we've got a whistle. And see, they're going to stop things here for a second. And we're going to have just a common foul here on the Eagles. Nobody has to come off here. I believe it's Chloe Solorzano, but it's a direct position shot, and it'll be put in by Midland. Able to find the back of the net for the Warriors is Chloe Harrison, junior from Claremont, Florida. So after Midland gives up a goal, they come back and score 2 unanswered and have their first lead of the day. So the Warriors lead it by a score of 2-1. So Chloe Harrison scoring for Midland. That's her second goal of the season. And Midland on top. You know, we're talking next week, schedule-wise, Midland is on their spring break. That's why a lot of the games are being played in Michigan. And
You spring break in Michigan often?
well, you go where the games are.
That's
and
right,
for
yeah.
lacrosse side, that's predominantly where those are going to be. Unless you are Northwestern, the Eagles are headed to Arizona. They take on the University of New England coming up on Tuesday in Mesa, Arizona. So 2-1, Midland with the lead. And the draw and control battle is taken by Madeline Edwards for Midland. So the Warriors have won the last 2 draws. Edwards will back up with it now being chased by 3 purple jerseys. And it's knocked down, and Warriors are going to turn it over. Coming up with it is Abby Scheel. Scheel plays to the middle, and now to the right side to Lauren Parr. Parr running to the right wing. And she will look to center a pass. It's knocked down. Battled for in front, picked up, shot attempt, and goal put in by the Eagles. Able to recover nicely was Ansley Thompson, senior from Apple Valley, Minnesota, scores for Northwestern. So Ansley Thompson is able to tie the score. We're all tied up at 2, and Kelly, we haven't played.
I think you have stated it pretty obviously at the beginning. It's going to be a very offensive-heavy game, so for a while.
Showing that tendency right now, isn't it? 2-2 tie, 10:47 to play here in the first. And it was good athleticism there by Thompson to battle for that loose ball in front, picked it up, and she did exactly what your reactions tell you to do, is fire it to the goal, and she did just that. So we're all tied at 2. This draw will be one. Well, battle on the ground ball. Edwards had it for a moment, but they got knocked away. Coming up with it is Marin Rue. Rue will work down the right side. Eagles have thoughts of trying to recapture the lead here. This is Lauren Parr with it. Parr over on the right wing. We've got a whistle, and we're going to have a stoppage here. And we're going to have a penalty, a foul, which is going to set up a direct position shot here for the Eagles. All right, so from the top of the fan, now moving on over to the right of it is going to be Lauren Parr. So Parr will work from the right wing here. Eagles trying to recapture the lead. And there's a pass across inside, shot attempt, and it's going to end up going high and wide. Battle for control, the ball back behind the net and taken out of there by Midland. So a nice job on defense by Ashley Boyd to get to the ball and then get it back to the goalie, Christina Myers. 10:14 to go here in the first. We're tied at 2. There's a pass into the middle. Marusik's got it. Marusik will center a pass in front, looking for Edwards, but a little too high. And the ball bouncing around, everybody trying to control it with their stick. And finally, it will be handled by Alexis Marshall. Marshall will play it back to Harrison. Harrison just to the right of the point here to get it set up. Harrison will back up a little bit, look for somebody to flash across as the Eagles get in position defensively. Play back to Nelson. Nelson comes to the left side. Now gives it off to Marusik. Marusik looks in, tried to center a pass. Edwards picks it up off the bounce and puts it right in the back of the net. Nicely done by Madeline Edwards. She didn't have much room to work with on a tough angle to the right side, but Madeline Edwards finds the back of the net for the Warriors. Now we've got a couple of officials talking about things here. I don't believe there was a penalty flag, but we'll see. I think the goal is going to count here. Yep, so it'll be a goal for Midland, and now the Warriors lead by the score of 3-2. 9:16 left to play here in the first period. It's a 3-2 Midland lead. Madeline Edwards on the goal for Midland, the senior from Highlands Range, Colorado. Edwards coming into today, leading goal scorer for Midland. She'd scored 2 goals this year. So 3-2, Midland with the lead. Boy, you can tell from the first game against Benedictine to Sunday and now to today how this Midland team is playing with more confidence, specifically on the offensive side. Draw control won by Midland again. Edwards has it, and now will pass the right side. And trying to control it, but unable to keep it in play as Hallie Gehring. She tried to scoop it up, but just couldn't keep it off the end of her stick. And now Northwestern has possession. So the Eagles have it. Ball's played back to Marin Rue. Rue will start to bring it up the field for Northwestern. Works it over to the left side. This is Emma Snyder who has it. Snyder will give it off to Ansley Thompson. Thompson's pass over the top of the Warriors and finds Lauren Parr. Parr maneuvering in on the right side. Double team defensively. She'll retreat a little bit and get some more spacing. Now we'll play it up to the point. A little too high, but it'll be picked up off the bounce by Emma Snyder. Snyder now plays it up to the point. Now over the left wing. Around the perimeter. Ball knocked around. Picked back up on the ground ball. Shot attempt and goal for Northwestern by Emma Rugemer. Rugemer, the senior from Cold Spring, Minnesota, had trouble controlling the ball. It bounced. She was able to corral it on the hop and let it fly, and it found the back of the net. 3-3 tie with 8:11 to go here in the first quarter. I like how both teams so far, Kelly, have been able to work through a little bit of adversity when they haven't been able to maybe field the ball cleanly, that instead of just giving up on it, continue to fight for possession. Mm-hmm. And as soon as having possession, firing it at the net. So we are tied at 3 with 8:11 to go here in the first quarter. A doubleheader today of lacrosse, women followed up by the men. Men play at 4 this afternoon. Midland has won the last 4 draw controls here.
Yeah, it's been very consistent the way the draw control has gone.
Yeah, Jewel Milliman has been really strong. And this draw will be controlled by Midland. Milliman's got it. Milliman will work to her left and circle back around. Now we'll pass over the right side where it's picked up by Marusik. Marusik couldn't find anyone. Now gives it off to the right to Nelson. Nelson swings it back behind the net. Harrison makes a nice stab at it and was able to control it. Harrison moves to her left. Checked there. Now she's back behind the net. Centers a pass. Shot attempt knocked down by one of the Eagles. And now we're going to whistle. We're going to have a push here on Northwestern. And the foul is on Marin Rue. And I believe this is going to give Midland a direct position shot here. So Harrison has it over on the right side of the fan. Or, I beg your pardon. Now she will work her way in. And underhand shot attempt and knocked down and saved by Daisy Koffler. Koffler in good position to make that stop. Pass comes out to midfield, picked off, though, by Harrison. Harrison will work on over to the right side where she was a moment ago. Centers the pass in front for Edwards. Knocked down. Koffler comes out of goal, and we'll go chase it down back behind the net. So Koffler being aggressive on the defensive side. Now she's trying to clear. She is being harassed, and we'll give it off to Marin Rue. Rue comes up the right side and able to, oh, we got a whistle. We're going to have a foul here on Rue. Yeah. Rue got caught with a push moments ago, and she's going to get caught with another one right here. So a foul will give Midland possession near the near sideline. 7:05 to go in the opening quarter, tied at 3. Here's a pass that's knocked down by Northwestern, and the Eagles will get a turnover. And on the move comes the Eagles. Shot attempt is going to be knocked away. The attempt coming from Lauren Parr. Ball is loose in front and scooped up by Midland as Bailey's got it. So, I beg your pardon, Christina Myers has it, I beg your pardon. Myers will play it deep down the field, and it'll be taken away by Northwestern. Pass comes to the near side. Handling it now is Abby Scheel. Scheel will work to the middle. On over to the right. Over on the right wing with it is Lauren Parr. 6:19 left to go here in the first. We're tied at 3. Yes, that's my phone that's vibrating the entire press box right now. Can't talk right now. Got a broadcast. Unless, of course, someone's bringing up coffee or donuts or something like that. I could, really stop. And speaking of stop, we have a foul.
That was
That's a push by Annika Turner. And Turner with a check to one of the Eagles from behind, and she is shaken up in the play. And it's going to bring out a trainer here. So we have a stoppage with 5:59 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 3. Let's return after we take a break at MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/career.
Welcome back to Edom Field. It is lacrosse on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
Looks like Kelly Johnson. I'm Rich Ray. We had a foul called on Annika Turner, and one of the Eagles was shaken up in the play. But now we'll resume play after our brief stoppage. Manhandling it is Emma Snyder. 3-3 tie. Under 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Ball's played over to the left side where Emma Rugemer has it. She scored a goal here today. Now on up to the point. Pass back to Snyder. Snyder backs up as she's being pressured and gives it off to Cara Smith. Smith will pass in the middle, knocked away. Battle for it. Madeline Edwards has it, but had it knocked off of her stick. Now the Eagles trying to be productive. To the right side is Abby Scheel, and we got a whistle. They're going to reset the possession clock here, I think. 5:16 left to go here in the first quarter. 3-3 tie. So the ball played back behind the net. Rugemer has it. Walking her way to her right. Turner defending her. Rugemer trying to direct traffic. Is now a pass will go to the left side. Back on over to the left. It's on the ground and scoop back up. Turner still playing aggressive there, trying to keep Scheel from having a good look. Scheel works to the right side, works her way in. The shot attempt will go wide and will be out of bounds. It'll stay Northwestern possession. Myers did get a piece of it with her stick there. Here's an attempt, and Myers knocks this one down and makes a nice save. That came off the attempt of Emma Snyder, and Midland in possession. 4:30 to go in the first. Tied at 3. Long pass on a clear that will go all the way down to the Northwestern goal and will be scooped up by Daisy Koffler. So Koffler has it for the Northwestern Eagles. Pass bounces high, right side. And be scooped up by Abby Scheel. I beg your pardon, this is Lauren Parr. Parr over to the right. She'll work her way back behind the net. Lost the ball. And it will bounce loose near the sideline and scooped up by Midland. Able to pick it up and split through the Eagle double team is Shea Peterson. And Peterson gives it off now to Annika Turner. Turner will make a long run past midfield. Still controlling it. And now Midland will set up its offense. So Turner will pass it on over to the far side. Finding Snyder. Now back behind, it is Edwards. Edwards works at left side now to Alexis Marshall. All the way around the perimeter, Midland works it. Here's a centering pass in front, knocked down. We have a whistle. And it's going to be Northwestern possession. So Midland turns the ball over, and the Eagles have it. 3:08 to go in the first. 3-3 tie. And Koffler will play it on over to the left. Finding Ansley Thompson, who has scored today. Thompson gives it off to Parr. Parr plays it in the middle. Nice snag by Chloe Solorzano. Left-sided Snyder. Snyder will find her teammate and Maddie Hauer. Pass inside Rugemer. Her shot is in. Able to get open inside. Emma Rugemer scores for the second time today. And Northwestern is back in front. The Eagles lead by a score of 4-3. See, that's how important it is for when you set up your offense to get those wings to come inside into the fan. Because if you can flash across and get open and receive an accurate pass, your opportunity to score goes up exponentially because you're right in front and you're already in shooting position. That's what Rugemer was there. Caught it, and all she had to do was just turn and release, and she did, and was able to beat Christina Myers for the goal. So the Eagles now lead by a score of 4-3, and we have 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter. One thing's been consistent. Midland has won almost every draw control thus far. As Milliman has been really good at that aspect. And Midland wins another one. Madeline Edwards has it. Edwards over to the right wing with it now. Plays it on over further. Marusik finds Harrison. Harrison maneuvering to her right slowly. She's looking for somebody to try to flash open in front of the goal. Here's Nelson. Nelson tried to shoot, but had it knocked off her stick. Ball is loose in front. And it'll be controlled by Milliman. Milliman has it for the Warriors. Milliman scooping up that ground ball, work to her right. Now works her way in, tried to spin through a double team and had the ball knocked away. Coming up with it was Snyder. Now down the field to Lauren Parr. Parr on the run. Parr checked by Turner. A whistle. And I think we're going to get a foul here on Turner. So it'll be possession for Northwestern. 1:45 to go here in the first quarter. Eagles leading 4-3. And it'll be Lauren Parr from just to the right of the top of the fan. And she comes in, her shot attempt knocked down by Myers. Good save there. Ball loose. Scooped up by the Eagles. Here's another shot attempt, and it finds the left of the net and is in. Good recovery and shot by Maddie Hauer, the junior from Wausau, Wisconsin. Now puts the Eagles up by 2. It's 5-3. Boy, that's a frustrating thing because Myers makes a nice save, and then the ball's loose in front, and
just can't get it.
Eagles win the loose ball there and quickly turn it into a shot attempt and a goal. So it's now a 5-3 contest with 1:39 to play here in the opening quarter. Hauer picked up the ground ball, quickly shot it. So we'll get ready for our next draw control. Chloe Harrison taking the draw for Midland this time. And she goes up against Cara Smith. Official making sure that ball is positioned evenly between the back of the net, and Harrison won the draw for a moment, had it knocked away, and Lauren Parr's got it. Parr for the Eagles, working down the right side. Parr looking to center. She'll give it back to the right. And she finds Abby Scheel. Pass in front. Shot and goal again by Maddie Hauer. Hauer that time went up high and was able to beat Christina Myers. 2 straight goals by Hauer here in less than a minute have put Northwestern up by 3 now. It is a 6-3 contest with 1:20 to go here in the opening quarter. So one thing that we are seeing is that over the last couple of draw controls, the Eagles, after the draw has been battled for, they're really doing a nice job checking at the stick of the Warriors, knocking the ball away, and then turning it into productivity on the other side. So it's now 6-3. The visiting Eagles with the lead. And again, it'll be Harrison and Smith on the draw control here at midfield. So we mentioned a little cloud cover today.
Yeah.
Windy. No rain. I want to say that all day if I can. All right. Next draw. And it's handled by Harrison. Harrison on the run. Has it knocked off the end of her stick. She'll pick it back up. Yeah, Smith has swatted at it. Now up to the point, Edwards. Edwards finds Marusic. Marusic over to the right side. Passes back to Harrison. Harrison gives it up high to Milliman. Milliman flips one in front, and it was intended in the middle, but got knocked away, and we've got a whistle. We've got a penalty here. So let's see. The stoppage here. Looks like it was intended for Hallie Gehring. And Midland will have possession. It'll be Alexis Marshall from the left wing. Marshall on the move. Shot attempt. Knocked down in front by Koffler. Koffler dropped down to her knees and got the net right down low and was able to knock it away. And here come the Eagles in transition. Moved up to the right side to Shiel. Shiel on the right wing. Had it knocked away. Ground ball picked up by Hauer. Hauer scored 2 straight goals for the Eagles. Her pass, though, intercepted. Turnover taken away here by Jewel Milliman. Milliman will work it on over to the far right side. Finding Marusic, who is looking for Harrison, but the pass got behind her and is knocked away. And Edwards got a piece of it, but I believe they're going to say it is going to be Northwestern possession here. One of the Warriors ended up losing her goggles. That was Marusic. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Ground ball picked up, played to the left side. This is Shiel down to Parr. Parr to her right. And the quarter will come to a close. So we played 1 quarter of lacrosse from Heatham Field in Fremont. Offensive contest. Northwestern leading Midland by the score of 6-3. Back for second quarter action after we take a timeout. You're watching Midland Women's Lacrosse on midlandathletics.com and BSDN.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Family Dental Center of Blair is here to stay and has grown to bring more services to our area. Now located at 2100 South 20th Street, they're committed to more than just your healthy smile. Their goal is to work with community members to provide exceptional oral health care with a personal touch, taking pride in helping kids to adults become more comfortable and confident about their health journey. From cleanings to crown and bridge restoration and Invisalign correction, find your oral health at Family Dental Center of Blair.
Limitless. When you believe, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay.
Welcome back to Heatham Field here in Fremont, Nebraska. It is lacrosse as the Warriors take on Northwestern Eagles on midlandathletics.com and BSDN Live.
Good game, 6-3, Northwestern with the lead. The Eagles have put up a total of 11 shots on goal. Midland with a total of 5, and scoring so far for Northwestern have been Cara Smith, Ansley Thompson, Maddie Hauer scored twice, Emma Rugemer has scored twice. Midland has goals from Madeline Edwards, Chloe Harrison, and Hallie Gehring. The Eagles have outshot Midland 14-6. Ground balls, Northwestern controls that category 14-10. Eagles 7 of 9 on clears. Midland is 4 of 6. The Warriors with 5 saves to the Eagles 2. Midland's turned it over 10 times. Northwestern with 4 turnovers. Both teams have committed 3 fouls. Draw controls controlled by Midland 8-2 in that category. And free position shots, both teams are 0 for 1 on those opportunities. So the difference has been Midland's turned it over a little bit, giving Northwestern extra opportunities to score. And we'll see if the Warriors can limit those opportunities by controlling the ball a little bit better here in the second quarter. 6-3, Northwestern with the lead as the two teams will switch sides. And we had a violation on the faceoff. So it'll be a Midland possession here. The Warriors will get things going offensively here in the second quarter. Ball played on over to the left wing. It's Nelson with it now. Nelson passes into the middle for Harrison. Got knocked away. And taken away by the Eagles. And then we have a whistle. We're going to have a slash here on Midland. And so it'll be Eagles with possession. It is played off by Regan Dunick. Dunick will give it up. And now played intended for Dunick. High pass, knocked loose. Dunick trying to pick it up off the bounce. Ball still loose, now controlled by Midland. Coming out of there with it, Shea Peterson. Out to midfield. The Eagles have it. This is Snyder. Snyder will play it up to the point to Howard, who's got 2 goals in that first quarter. Finding Parr. Parr works to her right. Shot attempt is going to go wide, but picked up off the bounce. Centering pass back in front and taken away by Edwards, and she will play it back to her goalkeeper and Christina Myers. So Midland with the ball. 13:43 to go before halftime. Warriors trail 6-3. This is Chloe Harrison with it now. Harrison on the move, and Parr swats it away, but we'll have a whistle. And going to get a foul on Parr on that slash. And with that, I believe we're going to have our first player have to come off. It's going to be a green card. So Parr will have to come out. We'll try to find out if it's how long. All right. So Midland will be a man up. 13:28 to go. Second quarter. Warriors trail 6-3. And as they start things, Harrison has it. She'll play to the middle. Where handling it is Caitlin Bowers. Bowers plays the right side of Peterson. Peterson in midfield now. We'll change direction. And now we'll find Snyder. Or Nelson, I beg your pardon. Nelson with it. Rylan Nelson gives it off to Edwards. Backs up to get some spacing. We'll have a stoppage here. And I believe offside on Northwestern. So that's going to be a yellow. It was offside on this in that zone was on Cara Smith. So Smith comes off on the green card. So Midland is 2 players up here. 12:55 left to go in the second. 6-3, the Eagles. Left side with it, Nelson. Passes in front to Harrison. Harrison, turnaround shot, flips it in. Quite the goal by Harrison. She caught it high and brought it down by her left hip, and she flipped it back without turning the net, and the ball just rolled out of there and went right into the goal. So Chloe Harrison scores, again for Midland, and the Warriors climb a little bit closer here as they were able to score 2 players up, taking advantage of that opportunity, and now trail by a score of 6-4. That was assisted by Rylan Nelson as Harrison scores for the Warriors. Her second goal today. Well, Midland came in this one scoring just 5 goals in 2 games this year. They now have 4 in this contest. We've got 12:48 left to go here in the second quarter. Here comes the draw control at midfield. Milliman's been very successful on the draws today. And will be, she overran it, and Northwestern has it. Here is Parr. Parr on the right, being checked by Peterson. Parr will get a little spacing, and we'll play it back to the wing to Snyder. Snyder looking for help. Gives it over to Parr. Peterson trying to swat it away. Parr backs up a little bit further. Now Annika Turner on her. Parr works from behind the net here. Over on the left wing. Parr's going to back up with it. Pass in the middle. And I think Edwards got a piece of it. And it's going to be a turnover here on Northwestern. Edwards, she reached out, and I don't know if she got a piece of it or not, but the ball ended up going all the way over the inline, and Midland has it. 11:47 left to go in the second. Midland down 6-4. And Christina Myers from goal will pass to the left side for a clear, but it's going to bounce and be picked up by the Eagles. Now Parr has it. Parr will give it into the middle, finding Ansley Thompson. Over on the right wing now, it is Snyder. Snyder will pass it off. In the middle is Parr, and her shot attempt knocked down by Myers. Nice save. Boy, that was a good look by Lauren Parr. The Centerville, Minnesota native tried to put it on frame, and Myers had her stick up ready to defend. Midland has it with 11:10 to go before halftime, trailing 6-4. Ball's played to the near side now to Caitlin Bowers. Bowers into the middle. Her pass is deflected, but scooped up on the ground ball, scooped up by Midland. There's a pass that's going to bounce and get all the way to Koffler, and she's able to play it now for the Eagles. So Koffler coming up with it. We'll give it off to the middle. Over the right side, it's Parr. Parr, you can tell she does most of the ball handling here for Northwestern. We have a foul, and it's going to be on Midland on Shea Peterson. So that foul will give Northwestern possession. 10:24 left to go here in the second. 6-4, the Eagles with the lead. Waiting for everybody to get set up here. Lauren Parr's got it on the right wing. Parr moves in and retreats. Now we'll give it off to Snyder. Snyder works on over the right, works her way in, has it knocked away, but a foul is going to be called here on Midland here. So, too much contact up near the point. Northwestern will have the possession from outside the top of the fan. Here's Snyder. Snyder works her way in and had some free roam there for a moment. Snyder now backs up, spins to her left, and she got popped right in the head. Yep, she got fouled in the play by Caitlin Bowers. Bowers' stick cut Snyder right on the side of the goggles, practically knocked her goggles off. And that's going to put Midland down a player here as Bowers will come off. 9:19 left to go here in the second with the Eagles up 6-4. And a direct position shot coming up now for Northwestern's Emma Snyder. All right, free position off the left. Snyder lost the ball on her way in and is picked up by Midland. Coming up with it is Myers. So Midland capitalizes on that opportunity defensively. And now Myers will go to clear down the field, but ends up turning it over. The Eagles trying to move it to the right as it'll be chased. This will be a turnover on Northwestern, so both teams turned it over on consecutive touches of the ball. 8:50 to go in the second quarter. The Eagles leading Midland 6-4 on this matinee today on a Thursday. Does that mean you get half-price popcorn? Yeah. Does it?
Yep, definitely.
Shea Peterson has it knocked away by Parr, and Parr is able to come up with the steal. And now Parr will retreat and set things up now for Northwestern's Eagles out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Over to the right side, we'll find Shield. Shield Works to her left amongst two Warriors. Now backs up. Now we'll give it up to Snyder. Snyder staying still as she waits for her offense to get organized. She'll find Hauer. Hauer now on over to Parr. Parr's shot attempt is off the side of the net, and will be picked up by Christina Myers from Midland. So that shot goes wide. Under 8 minutes to go before halftime. It remains a 6-4 Northwestern lead, and here's Annika Turner weaving her way through the Northwestern defense. She'll pass it on over to the right. It's Milliman with it now. Milliman will stop, spin back to her left, and now we'll pass it on over to Harrison. Harrison centers one in front. Edwards with a shot attempt. Nice save. Koffler was able to get the stick up high and deny the attempt point blank by the Warriors' Madeline Edwards. Here are the Eagles in transition now. It is Shield on the right side. Centers one in front. Parr tried to shoot before controlling it and didn't get much on it. And you can tell she's frustrated on that as Myers was able to come up with it. Yeah, if she takes one more breath, I think, and catches that ball and then releases, she's got a prime opportunity to score. But Midland turns the ball right back over as they lose it over the sideline. Coming up on 7 minutes to go before halftime. Northwestern leading 6-4. And the Eagles will walk it in on the right wing. This is Shield. Shield guarded by Bowers, who's back in. Shield now delivers a pass in the middle. Oop, that should be a foul. Yep, I would think. Peterson knocked down one of the Eagles, knocking down Ansley Thompson. So Northwestern possession from behind the net. Officials are talking about something here in the middle of the field here. All right, they're moving the ball over left side to Ansley Thompson. Thompson goes to work her way in. Has it knocked away, picked it back up, gives it off to the near side. Around a screen. Up high with it now. Emma Rugemer. Now to Shield. Shield backhanded pass in front. The shot is in. A goal for Northwestern's Maddie Hauer. Hauer with a nice shot. Quick release on it as she came through the middle. Give credit for Rugemer to find her. And Hauer, she scored 3 times today. So Northwestern now leads it by a score of 7-4 as we have 6:02 remaining here in the second quarter.
So in lacrosse, is that considered a hat trick?
Absolutely. I'm not throwing my hat, though. I want to keep that thing. It's even like at hockey. You know, everybody throwing their hat on the ice. Will you get it back? More times than not you do. Maybe. Got to cover up what's left of the hair. That's for sure.
I've given up.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Northwestern leads 7-4. Maddie Hauer, who came into the day, tied for the team lead in goals. She's added 3. So a 3-goal lead here for the Eagles. 7-4 the score. Milliman back in at draw control for Midland. And she will control it. Milliman on the move. I think every time she's been in the middle on the face-off, she's won the draw. Ball's loose in the middle. And Harrison will scoop up the ground ball. Harrison moving to her right. Over on the wing, centers a pass in front, and it gets all the way through the fan. She was looking for Hallie Gehring, but picked up near the sideline by Marusik. Marusik will try to center a pass in front. Shot attempt goes wide from Edwards, and it'll stay Midland possession here. Is going to chase it down will be Jewel Milliman. 5:23 to go in the half. Northwestern leads 7-4. Ball play left side. Now Harrison's got it. Harrison on up to the point. Warriors working on over. Here's Marusik. All the way around the fan. Edwards with it now. Edwards finds Milliman. High pass up to Harrison. Centers one in front. Edwards trying to get a shot attempt off, but got knocked away by Marin Rue. And now the Eagles with possession. Shield past midfield. Being checked by Harrison. stays in play. Harrison had to move back to stay onside. Shield works to her left. Now has it knocked away. Ground ball battle for. And the Warriors come up with it. Shea Peterson's got it. And Peterson scoops it up and gives it to Myers. 4:22 left to go into the second. 7-4 Northwestern. Long pass out by midfield is loose and picked up by Midland. It's Hallie Gehring. Gehring on the run to her right. Had it knocked out of her stick. She'll battle to try to come back up with it. That ground ball, she'll pick back up. So Gehring's got it. Now to Marusic. Marusic on the right wing. Plays it up to the point. To Milliman. Over to the left side, handling it now is Marshall. Marusic back to the right. Here's Edwards. Good pass in the middle. It's coming through was Gehring, but they cannot connect. And that ball is loose and ground ball picked up by Northwestern. So that was a good look inside, but two Warriors cannot connect on the play. 3.5 minutes to go before intermission. Ball taken away. Harrison knocked it away and took it away from Regan Dunnick. Now we got a whistle and we got a push. One of the Warriors gets knocked down. That was Chloe Harrison. She's back up, says to the official, she says, I'm all right. She heads on over to the bench. She'll come off for just a second. And coming off for Northwestern is going to be Emma Snyder. Yep, Snyder gets caught with a green card here, so Midland will be up a player. 3:18 left to go in the second. Northwestern leads 7-4. Back to action. Right side. Picking it up for the Warriors. Alexis Rios, who just checked in. Rios will give it off to Marusic. Back around the net, Marshall. Marshall shot attempt and goal. Goal for Midland's Alexis Marshall. Sophomore from Kingwood, Texas. She was aggressive, moving it around the back of the net and quickly was able to put it past Daisy Koffler for the score. And Midland cuts it to 2. It's now 7-5. And we have a whistle here, and we've got a timeout called by Northwestern. It comes with 3:05 left to go in the second period. It's Northwestern 7 and Midland 5. More women's lacrosse coming up after a break on MidlandAthletics.com and BSD.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
It's lacrosse. Midland Warriors taking on Northwestern Eagles at Heatham Field in Fremont, Nebraska on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
Co-coaches for Northwestern, Rob Hinch and Josie Johnson, talking over things after the Eagles give up a goal, a player down, and scoring for Midland was Alexis Marshall. And Midland climbs within 2 now, 7-5 the score. We have 3:05 remaining before halftime. It is a contest that saw 6 goals scored in the first 4 minutes of the contest between the two teams. Northwestern led 6-3 at the end of the first quarter, but now it's a 7-5 contest. And we're ready for another draw control at midfield. And Jewel Milliman, who has been highly successful on the draw controls, will be battling with Cara Smith. So the teams will come back out of the field and get to their respective positions, so they're onside. One player each outside of the circle, and then everybody else outside their zones. All right, ready to resume play again. And this draw will be won by Northwestern. Yes, Howard came up with it, and then on a pass, we've got a hard check here and a green card. It'll go on Midland. It was on Milliman. So Milliman has to come off, and so Northwestern is going to be a player up here. 3:01 to go before halftime. Right side with it is Parr. Parr will play it back to Howard. Howard with the 3 goals today. Now we'll give it off to the left, finding Cara Smith. Around the perimeter to the left side, Rugemer's got it. Rugemer will pitch it back to Howard. Howard backs up with it, swings it to the right to Parr. We'll get a whistle. Got a foul here. It's going to be on Shea Peterson. And it's going to produce a direct position shot. Coming up for Parr. Parr from the right side. Official making sure everybody's outside the restricted areas. Parr couldn't get a shot off. Now we'll retreat. Gives it off to Howard. Howard back to Parr. Parr looking in from the wing. Now we'll pass in the middle. Open player that couldn't handle the pass. It's knocked away, and Midland comes up with it. As it was Ansley Thompson, who was wide open through the middle, Kelly, and couldn't control that pass. 2:10 left to go in the first half. Midland down 7-5. And Myers will pass down the field off the bounce. And the battle for the ground ball here. We're going to whistle. And we're going to have a foul on Northwestern. So Midland has possession. And here is Madigan Maruzic. Play it right side. Midland close to turning it over, and it's on the sideline out of bounds. Rios couldn't get to it. Northwestern with the ball. Minute 37 left to go before the half. Eagles lead by 2, 7-5. And Northwestern will play it back to the goalkeeper in Daisy Koffler. Koffler will go to clear. It bounces over the top of everybody. And coming out of goal to play it for Midland will be Myers. And she'll give it off now to Peterson. Peterson plays it to midfield. And the pass a little too high for Rios and out of bounds. Actually, it was intended for Caitlin Bowers, beg your pardon. So Northwestern with the ball. Coming up on a minute to go before halftime. Ball played to the left side. This is Ansley Thompson. Thompson swings on over to Parr. Parr over to the right. Pass inside. Knocked away, and Midland comes up with it. And that was Ansley Thompson who the Eagles were looking for. And this pass cleared out to midfield. It will roll across the midfield stripe. And a whistle. And we're going to have another foul here on Northwestern. So Midland with possession. 30 seconds to go in the half. Midland down 2, 7-5. Left side with it now, Marshall. Alexis Marshall works around a screen. Backs up with it now. Marshall will pass it on over to the left. Finds Milliman. Down to 12 seconds to go in the half here. And pass a little bit too high. Rios has got to go chase it down. It rolls out by midfield. And the battle for the ground ball picked up by the Eagles. And that is going to bring us to halftime. So we're at intermission from Heatham Field in Fremont. And this women's lacrosse matchup where the visiting Northwestern Eagles lead the Midland Warriors. The score 7-5. Back to take a look at the first half statistics when we return on MidlandAthletics.com. NBSDN Live.
Limitless. When you believe, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything, now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska, we're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Family Dental Center of Blair is here to stay and has grown to bring more services to our area. Now located at 2100 South 20th Street, they're committed to more than just your healthy smile. Their goal is to work with community members to provide exceptional oral health care with a personal touch, taking pride in helping kids to adults become more comfortable and confident about their health journey. From cleanings to crown and bridge restoration and Invisalign correction, find your oral health at Family Dental Center of Blair.
So maybe you've thought about what your future looks like. Maybe you think it's about finding a career. Maybe you think it's about continuing your education. But maybe it can be so much more. Imagine yourself at Midland University. At Midland, you're a part of something bigger than yourself. You'll be known by your name and your dreams. It's time to create your Midland experience.
Hi everybody, Jay Schrod and my wife Angie with Balls Out Motors. We've been in Blair for about 12 years now. We've been doing this business for about 15. We've been a golf cart business for our entirety of the business life. Here recently we decided to diversify and bring on mowers, really trying to help the local market in that area. We do sales and service on all Cub Cadet. And then obviously anything in the golf cart world, we do all the major brands there as well.
It's Midland Warriors lacrosse taking on Northwestern Eagles right here on MidlandAthletics.com and BSTN Live.
We're at the half with Kelly Johnson. I'm Rich Ray. 7-5, Northwestern with the lead. The Eagles had a 6-3 advantage at the end of the first quarter, but Midland outscores the Eagles 2-1 in that second. So climbing a little bit closer. If you're a Warrior fan, 7-5 is the score. Look at the scoring in the first half as Cara Smith got on the board first for Northwestern, assisted by Abby Shield with 11:54 to go in the first. But Midland answered 10 seconds later. Hallie Gehring scoring off of a Madigan Marusik assist to make it 1-1. 30 seconds later, it was a Midland taking a lead, 2-1, when Chloe Harrison scored off a Rylan Nelson assist. And then with 10:47 to go in the first, Ansley Thompson scored unassisted for Northwestern, and that tied the score at 2. 9:16 left to go in the first. Midland recaptured the lead. Madeline Edwards scoring unassisted to make it a 3-2 advantage. But then Northwestern came right back. Emma Rugemer scores with 8:11 to go in the first, unassisted. And then Rugemer does it again, this time with 2:35 to go in the first, assisted by Kara Smith to put the Eagles up by a score of 4-3. Just before the end of the half, a couple goals for Northwestern. 1:39 to go in the quarter, that is. Maddie Hauer with her first goal of the day made it a 5-3 lead. And then Hauer scores 19 seconds later, assisted by Abby Shield to make it 6-3, and that was a score at the end of one. In the second, Midland able to score a man up. Chloe Harrison scoring for the second time of the day, assisted by Rylan Nelson to make it a 6-4 contest. Northwestern gets a goal with 6:02 to go before halftime. Maddie Howard's third goal of the half, assisted by Abby Shield, making it 7-4. But then Midland scores a man-up goal with 3:05 to go before halftime. Alexis Marshall scoring to make it 7-5. There were a total of 5 penalties called in the first half, 3 of them on Northwestern and 2 of those on Midland. We had just 1 yellow card. There were a total of 4 green cards in the first half of play. Northwestern has been led in scoring by Maddie Howard. She's got 3 goals, and Midland has been led by Chloe Harrison with 2 goals in the first half. The shots favor Northwestern 20-10. Ground balls favor Midland 22-20. Clears, Northwestern is 10-15, while Midland 9-12. The Warriors have 8 saves, Northwestern with 3. Midland's turned it over 21 times, Northwestern with 13 turnovers. Midland's committed 9 fouls to the Eagles' 6. Draw controls have been controlled by Midland, 10-4 in that category. Free position shots, we've had 1 for each team. Both teams have been unsuccessful. So that's where we stand, 7-5, Northwestern with the lead here at the break. After this contest, the Midland women are back in action as part of their spring break trip, as they will head to Livonia, Michigan on Sunday, and they will play against Madonna University, 10 a.m. start. That's an early one, and that'll be in Livonia, Michigan, coming up on Sunday as the Warriors begin the first of 4 games on the road before they return home March the 20th, taking on Mount Marcy in a 4 o'clock contest here at Heatham Field. The Northwestern Eagles, they are in Mesa, Arizona, coming up next week. 2 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, they take on the University of New England. So 7-5 is the score here at the break. A look at what is going on with Midland University athletics as far as other competitions are concerned. Starting to get to some national competitions for swimming and diving. The Warriors have 6 competitors that are in Columbus, Georgia, competing for that. The men's lacrosse team will take on Northwestern coming up right here at 4 o'clock this afternoon. You'll be able to see. And the women and men's bowling teams begin competition at the USBC ISC sectionals in Addison, Illinois, while 3 Midland University wrestlers on the women's side are competing in the NAI National Championships in Jamestown, North Dakota that begin today as well. Midland dance team is at the GPAC Championship NAIA qualifier, and that's taking place in Crete. And the the men's tennis team will play Austin College and Colorado Springs, and that is coming up tomorrow. And so that's some of the action coming up here within the next few days. We are at halftime from Heatham Field in Fremont, where Northwestern leads Midland 7-5. Second half action coming up after we take a timeout on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Family Dental Center of Blair is here to stay and has grown to bring more services to our area. Now located at 2100 South 20th Street, they're committed to more than just your healthy smile. Their goal is to work with community members to provide exceptional oral health care with a personal touch, taking pride in helping kids to adults become more comfortable and confident about their health journey. From cleanings to crown and bridge restoration and Invisalign correction, find your oral health at Family Dental Center of Blair.
Welcome back to Heatham Field here in Fremont, Nebraska. It is a doubleheader of lacrosse, starting off with the Lady Warriors taking on Northwestern Eagles right here on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
Kelly, like we did on Sunday, we've got a close contest in this one here this afternoon. 7-5, Northwestern's Eagles with the lead. The Eagles have been led in scoring by Maddie Howard, the junior from Wausau, Wisconsin, has 3 goals in the first half, and Midland has 2 from Chloe Harrison, the Claremont, Florida native. So as we begin the third quarter, Midland was going to switch up goalies, but I believe they're going to stick with what they had. We were told that we would probably see Emily Gonzalez begin to the third quarter, but it's Christina Myers who goes back out between the pipes here to begin to the third quarter of play. And Myers has played pretty strong as she's been able to do a nice job defensively, saves-wise. She's got 8 saves in the first half. So Myers and Koffler back in goal for Northwestern. So we're ready for the third quarter to get underway. And Midland will work with the wind at its back here in this third. Jewel Milliman, she's only lost 1 draw so far this afternoon. And so we'll get ready for third quarter action. Again, Midland gained a little momentum, outscoring the Eagles 2-1 in that second quarter. And we're going to have a face-off violation here, and it'll be Northwestern possession. So the Eagles will start off with things. And this will be Parr. Parr working around Harrison. Now into the zone to the right. Gives it over on the wing. Finds Shield. Shield backs up with it. And now we'll pass on up to Snyder. Eagles will work it around to the left side. This is Hauer to Snyder. Snyder gives it off. Played back to Hauer. Hauer to her right. And now we'll pass in the middle. Shield shot attempt, bounces wide. And the Eagles will retain possession here. 14-20 to play in the third. Northwestern leading 7-5. Ball's played back to the near side to Lauren Parr. Parr will give it off to Snyder. Now up to the point to Howard. Cara Smith plays it off to Snyder. Left side now to Rugemer. Rugemer shot attempt and knocked down. Good save by Myers. And Midland picks up the ground ball. Able to come up with it for Midland was Annika Turner. So Myers didn't corral it, but she got her stick up there and was able to knock it away. Now Midland will work it past midfield. Snyder trying to battle for that ground ball, and it's knocked away. Picked up by the Eagles. Regan Denick has it. Denick to her left. Now we'll find Ansley Thompson. Thompson swings it to Parr, had it knocked away. She'll hustle to go pick up the ground ball to her right. So Parr will reset the offense now for Northwestern. We'll come in 1-2 on the year. Midland looking for its first victory, 0-2. It's played to Snyder. Up high now to Howard, back to Snyder. Snyder passes up high to Smith. Back to Snyder on the left. Works around Bowers. Now retreats, passes behind the net to Rugemer. Rugemer will give it back left side now to Shield. Still plenty of time in the possession here, under 40 seconds. To the left with it is Shield. She's being checked by Milliman. Shield works around a screen, lost the ball, got it back. Now passes right into the middle, and we're going to have a foul here. And this is going to be on Jewel Milliman. And I think she's going to have to come off and sit here. Let's see if they will indicate a card or not. Nope, no card here. So free position attempt upcoming for Northwestern. It's Howard, who's got 3 goals today. Works her way in, over to the right. Shot is in for another goal. Free position shot for Maddie Howard, who has her 4th goal of the day. And Northwestern now goes up by 3. It is 8-5. So that'll stop things with 12:15 left to go here in the third quarter. 8-5, Northwestern with the lead. Maddie Hauer with 6 goals coming into today. Adds to that total with her 4th this afternoon. So the Eagles strike first here in the third, making an 8-5 count. All right, ready for another draw control. This will be Milliman and Smith. Last attempt, we had a face-off violation, which gave Northwestern possession. And this face-off will be to the near side. We got a whistle. And I think we got a violation here on Northwestern, so Midland will have the ball. 12:06 to go in the third. Northwestern leads it 8-5. Chloe Harrison weaves her way in. Passes inside of Edwards, turnaround shot. And the Eagles trying to control the ground ball. And Snyder comes up with it. Snyder across midfield. Emma Snyder passes it over to Parr. Parr working to her right. Now centers a pass back in front, knocked down by Shea Peterson. And it will roll to the left side. Still battle for control of it. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson for Northwestern comes up on the wing. Peterson sticking right with her. Now up to Snyder. Snyder will back up and give it off to Hauer. Hauer's been the offensive productivity for Northwestern with 4 goals today. To the left side, it's Smith. Smith looking for a teammate in front. Works around to the left side. Now we'll give it off and touch pass that got knocked away, but picked back up by Scheel. Scheel on the left wing now. Retreats. And now outside the fan, gives it off left side. This is Hauer. Hauer spins back to the left. Works her way through 2 Warriors. Shot attempt, knocked down, but picked back up by Rugemer. Rugemer to Scheel. Her shot goes wide to the right. And let's see who's going to get possession here. Midland will. Closest to it was Shea Peterson. She hustled to it. And you'll see the players, when that ball gets back behind the net, Kelly, they reach out with their stick. And it's going to be the player that is closest to that ball after that shot attempt when it gets near that inline or sideline who are going to get possession. Midland takes it this time. 10-12 to go in the third. Midland down 8-5. Back to the right side. Nelson finds Milliman to Harrison. Harrison to her right. Her shot got knocked down by one of the Eagles, and now Hauer has it. Hauer will give it off to Parr. Here comes Northwestern on the move. Parr along the right wing with it now. And Parr will work on over to the right wing, and now slow things up. Passes back on up top. Snyder will give it to Hauer. Back to Snyder. Over the right side. Scheel will work back behind the net. Scheel retreats, passes in front, knocked away. That ground ball will be scooped up by Northwestern. Then comes off the stick, and we've got a foul here on Midland. So Northwestern will get the possession as we have 9 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Eagles leading 8-5. Rugemer has it. Rugemer will swing it on over to the left to Hauer. Hauer spins back to the left side, changes direction inside. Now we'll get a good look. Her shot attempt goes wide. And as it goes over the end line, it will stay Northwestern ball. Eagles quickly move it back in. Thompson, shot attempt is in for a goal. Thompson able to beat 2 Warriors in on the left wing and find the back of the net. And Ansley Thompson scores for the second time today for Northwestern. So that will make it a 9-5 score. The Eagles now with a 4-goal lead, which is the largest cushion for any team here today. And the Eagles coming out of the locker room have scored 2 goals to double their advantage. 8:32 left to play here in the third. 9-5 in favor of Northwestern. Thompson ended up scoring this one. And for Midland now, trying to find a way to respond and get an answer here. Down by 4 goals, 9-5. Don't forget the men's game coming up at 4 o'clock this afternoon between both these schools. Chloe Harrison will take the draw for Midland this time. And it's Cara Smith. And Northwestern wins the draw. Picked up by Maddie Hauer. Parr with it. Parr works to her right. Gives it off to Shield. Now plays it back on up top to Hauer. Back on over to Parr. Quick ball movement. Over the right side at Shield. Shield works behind the net. It's being contested by Mariah Moore. Here's Hauer. Back left side now. And Thompson got knocked down by Shea Peterson here. So it'll be Northwestern possession. And will come from over on the left wing. 7:56 to go in the third. 9-5. Northwestern leads. And this will be Ansley Thompson from the left wing. Thompson on the move. Her shot bounced and went wide. And got by everybody. It'll be Midland possession. Closest to it for the Warriors was Ashley Boyd. So Midland has the ball with 7:42 to go in the third, down 9-5. And Christina Myers has it now. Myers getting ready to start things for Midland. Low pass that will bounce all the way out to midfield, knocked down. Ground ball picked up by Harrison. Harrison has it knocked away from behind, but she battles to try to get it back and does, and works her way down the left sideline. Harrison passes into Edwards. Edwards will retreat. Edwards now changes direction, comes back to the left, had the ball knocked out of off the stick. Marusik trying to pick up the ground ball, and does. Marusik will swing it right side. Pass in the middle, intercepted. Warriors turn it over as Garing's pass taken away by Hauer. Left side with it. Thompson will give it off. Played by Gabrielle Milroy. Into the middle. And now Northwestern turns it over. Here is Peterson on the move. Peterson to the point. Left side will find Marshall. Marshall backs up with it. And now we'll give it off to Nelson. Nelson's pass. A little high, but it'll be chased down by Madigan Marusik. Edwards has it behind the net. Edwards goes through 2 Eagles. Shot attempt low and then knocked down. Ground ball in front. Marshall fighting for it. A whistle, and it is going to be Northwestern possession. So the Eagles will have the ball. We have 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Northwestern leading Midland 9-5. Eagles will pass to the near side to Shield. And now we'll get it off to Marin Rue. Rue works across midfield into the offensive zone right side. Rue will pass back to Smith. Smith got bumped, lost it, got it back. Smith to the left wing, turning around. Now we'll find Snyder. Snyder to the left side, being checked. Comes all the way around that. Shot attempt is low. Picked back up, though, by Shield. Shield comes to her left. Around a screen of Smith. Shield trying to get a look for a shot attempt here. Can't get one off. Now we'll pass in the middle. We're looking for Thompson. Ball is loose. Ground ball will end up right into the net of the goalkeeper. Yeah, just picking it up for Midland was Christina Myers. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. A 9-5 Northwestern lead. And the clearing pass got knocked out of bounds. It'll be Midland ball. Down on the right sideline. For Midland with it now is Marusik. Got a whistle, and we're going to have a high cross check contact from behind here. So foul Northwestern. Midland will have possession. It'll be Marusik who will start things. 4:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Marusik plays it up to the point to Harrison. Now to Milliman. Pass inside, knocked down, and Midland turns it over. Rue comes out of there with it. Rue will pass up the field, looking for Parr. Parr with it now, and Peterson checked her, and a little too much contact there. So foul. So it'll be Northwestern possession. 3:43 remains here in the third. 2 goals scored this period, both of those by the Eagles. And going to get the clock rolling here. Over the right side with it is Snyder. Snyder will play it up high to Smith. Smith on over to the left. Turns around, plays it in front, looking for Thompson. And we got a whistle on a foul here on Northwestern. So it should be Midland possession here. Is coming off for a minute. Will be Thompson. Thompson swatted at it and ended up smacking Madeline Edwards off the side of the head there. So a yellow will be, actually, this will be a 2-minute violation. 3:24 left to go here in the third. Northwestern up 9-5. Pass intercepted. Snyder has it for the Eagles. Plays it over to left wing. Handling it for Northwestern is Shield. Shield gives it back to Snyder. And we've got contact here on Midland by Annika Turner. Turner with the aggressive check there. Officials talking to each other here. And it'll just be possession now for Northwestern. Snyder has it. Plays it over on the left side. Rugemer bounces it back behind the net to Shield. Shield works up on the left wing. Passes up high. Moore knocked it down. And it rolls right to Myers. So Christina Myers has it for Midland. 2:41 left to go in the third. Still a 9-5 score in favor of the Eagles. Long pass, though, that Midland cannot control. And picked up by Rue. And Rue will play it up to the right side now. She will find Parr. Parr running along the right wing. Now back behind the net. Parr plays it back to Rugemer. Checked by Peterson and Turner. Ball knocked loose. Taken away. Milliman's got it. Milliman tried to clear it out to Harrison, but the pass was too far out in front, and Northwestern comes up with the turnover. Smith will give it off to Parr. Parr plays it up to the point now to Rugemer, and Rugemer will set up the offense. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. A 9-5 Northwestern lead. Emma Rugemer plays it over to Shield, and now back to Rugemer on the right wing. Up high to Snyder. Heavy contact there by Turner. And we'll stop things here as Turner, I think, is going to have to come off here. So Turner goes off the far side. It is going to be a yellow on Turner, so she'll have to come off for 2 minutes. So she'll go off to the sideline. Minute 41 left to go in the third. Northwestern leading 9-5. So Northwestern up a player. Here's Hauer. Right side for Parr, and couldn't catch it cleanly, but picks up the ground ball. Over on the right, Parr will find Shield. Shield passes in the middle, a little too high. It goes right through the fan and will be picked up by Howard. Howard spins back to her left and was looking for Snyder, but bounces all the way over to Rugemer. Rugemer will swing it. This is Thompson. Thompson spins around from left to right. Shot attempt, knocked down by Myers. Rugemer picks it back up, though. Rugemer's got it for Northwestern. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Pass in the middle here, and we've got a goal for Northwestern. Goal for the Eagles. And getting credit for the goal is going to be Emma Snyder. So there was some contact, but they played on, and Snyder was able to beat Myers with the shot. So now it makes it 10-5. Northwestern with the lead. And it's been a third quarter that offensively has been dominated here by the Eagles. They have outscored Midland 3-0 here in the third. And we have 52 seconds to go before the end of this third quarter. Emma Snyder, the senior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota, scoring for Northwestern. Northwestern's victory this season came over Concordia of Wisconsin in a 13-8 contest. They dropped a 10-9 contest to Hamlin, and then got beat by University of Wisconsin River Falls 22-8. Milliman back at the draw for the Warriors against Smith, and it bounces to Smith. Smith's got it, so give it off to Parr. Parr aggressively going in right side, and will put up a shot, and it bounces in for another goal. That is Lauren Parr, as Northwestern wins the draw, quickly gets down the field and puts it into the net. And now the Eagles have a 6-goal lead. The score is now 11-5. So for Northwestern, you got to tip your hat on how they played here in the third quarter coming out of the locker room. And we've got a whistle, and we've got a timeout called by Midland. 41 seconds to go in the third. It's Northwestern 11, Midland 5. Back with more in a moment on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska, we're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Hi everybody, Jay Schrod and my wife Angie with Balls Out Motors. We've been in Blair for about 12 years now. We've been doing this business for about 15. We've been a golf cart business for our entirety of the business life. Here recently we decided to diversify and bring on mowers, really trying to help the local market in that area. We do sales and service on all Cub Cadet, and then obviously anything in the golf cart world, we do all the major brands there as well.
You're watching MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live's coverage of lacrosse. It's the Lady Warriors.
The Eagles have outscored Midland 4-0 here in this third quarter of play. And so head coach Macy J talking things over with her Warrior squad here, trying to switch the momentum back to the white jerseyed Warriors. And it'll be Jewel Milliman against Cara Smith for this next draw. Official making sure the ball is positioned right between the two nets. And the draw will be controlled by Midland. And Madeline Edwards has it. All right, closing minute of the third. Edwards working to her left. Now retreats and spins back around. We'll pitch it back. This is Milliman. Milliman works her way all the way in. Her shot attempt knocked down in front, and it'll be a save for Northwestern's Daisy Koffler. And now, ball's played out to midfield. 15 seconds to go here in the third. It's about the only time we call Koffler's name here in the third quarter. Not many shots by Midland here in the third. Here comes Denick. Denick will play it over to left side. And that'll do it for third quarter of play. So 3 quarters of lacrosse complete at Heatham Field in Fremont. The score, Northwestern 11 and Midland 5. Fourth quarter action coming up after a break at MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything, now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska, we're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Hi everybody, Jay Schrod and my wife Angie with Balls Out Motors. We've been in Blair for about 12 years now. We've been doing this business for about 15. We've been a golf cart business for our entirety of the business life. Here recently we decided to diversify and bring on mowers, really trying to help the local market in that area. We do sales and service on all Cub Cadet, and then obviously anything in the golf cart world, we do all the major brands there as well.
The doubleheader you've been looking for, it's right here. It's Midland Athletics coverage of lacrosse, starting off with the ladies, and we'll have the men's lacrosse team both facing off against Northwestern Eagles right here on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
About ready to begin the fourth quarter. Northwestern leading Midland 11-5. It's the most offensive productivity for either team so far this season. Northwestern coming into this one, actually 13 goals is the most Northwestern scored, beg your pardon. Midland's most goals scored in their 2 contests was 4, and that was Sunday in the loss to Health Sciences and Pharmacy. But it's 11-5, and the story is this third quarter that Northwestern outscored Midland 4-0. Goals coming from Maddie Hauer, along with Ansley Thompson, a player up goal for Emma Snyder, and then Lauren Parr. And the Northwestern Eagles with the lead as we are ready to begin the fourth and final quarter of action. As Midland going left to right now, and the Warriors win this draw control. It'll be Madeline Edwards who will play it off to the left side to Annika Turner. Turner plays in the middle of Harrison. And now back on over to left, it's Marshall. Marshall swings it. Nelson passes in front looking for Harrison. Gets knocked down, but they play on. And turnover by Midland. Coming up with it is Regan Denick. Now Northwestern turns it over. Marshall's got it. Marshall will give it to Marusik. Marusik running to her right. Trying to put it in front, but turns it over. Snyder has it for the Eagles. Looking for Thompson. Ball's loose, and Midland gets the ball on the turnover. Edwards has it now. Edwards will work all the way around the right wing, and we'll look to set up the offense. 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. 11-5, Northwestern leads. Ball played to the right side now. It's Marusik. In the middle, nice pass and shot knocked down. Save made by Koffler, and that was Garion on the shot attempt for Midland. And now Northwestern on the move from right to left. It's Shield passing to Parr. Parr works her way in. Her shot is in for a goal. As Parr scores, Lauren Parr's second goal today, and Northwestern extends the lead. It's now 12-5, the score. I think we see a fact that Northwestern is getting out and running a little bit, and in that transition, the Warriors just haven't been able to catch up defensively. Maybe some tired legs for Midland at this point. But Northwestern has outscored the Warriors 5-0 here in the second half. And now it's 12-5. Lauren Parr, the junior from Centerville, Minnesota. So we're ready for our next draw. Chloe Harrison will take it for Midland. Carr Smith is taking every draw here for the Eagles. Actually, a big part in this, Annika Turner on the draw for Midland. And the ball will be controlled by Midland. Chloe Harrison picks up the bounce. Harrison on the left wing. We'll give it to Marshall. Marshall swings it to Nelson, right side. Milliman, Marusik, up to the point. Edwards has it. Edwards will give it off to Harrison. Harrison got it left corner. And we got a whistle. And we have Midland turning it over here. There's a violation on the Warriors. Still Northwestern will have the ball. 12:57 left to play. Eagles leading 12-5. And a clearing pass will go errantly wide. So Midland will come up with it. Koffler was looking to get it to Thompson, but they can't connect. So Midland has it. Annika Turner plays it into the middle, looking for Harrison, and they cannot get on the same page. Northwestern on the move now, out to midfield. Parr will pick it up. We had a whistle from behind. I think a foul is going to be called here on Parr, so Midland will have possession. Here come the Warriors. Shea Peterson's got it. Peterson will give it back. Rios, her pass attempt, flutters away. Northwestern comes up with the ball. Rugemer's got it. Rugemer's pass is errant. Right side and wide. Out of bounds. Midland gets possession. Kind of a sloppy start for both teams to begin the fourth quarter. Under 12 minutes to go. 12-5 Northwestern with the lead. And Myers will get it up the field now to Edwards, who's looking for a teammate, and it's thrown away. Now Rugemer has it. Rugemer reverses it to Hauer. Hauer will find Smith. Smith swings it right side. Here's Scheel. She's checked outside the line to the right. And now we'll play it back to Parr. Parr will back up, and we'll give it to Snyder. Snyder to Hauer. Northwestern just moves it around the fan. Now his pass gets deflected, but Hauer comes up with it. Now to Smith. Smith works her way in. Now gives it back to Hauer. Hauer to her right. Passes in the middle. Thompson. Thompson's shot got knocked down by a Warrior defender. It is loose. Battled for in the middle. Ball's on the ground. And the ground ball picked up by Northwestern's Gabrielle Milroy. Right side with it now is Scheel to Parr. Parr over to the right. Her pass intended for Snyder. Goes back behind her. Milroy trying to play it. Ground ball. She'll scoop it up. Milroy works through two Warriors. And now we'll pass to the left, finding Rugemer. Rugemer back on up top, finds Snyder. Snyder to the left side, and that possession wrapped up. So there's a possession violation on Northwestern. So pretty good defense by Midland there. And now the Warriors get it back. Under 10 minutes to go. 12-5, Northwestern leads it. Rylan Nelson plays it up the field. Ball far left side goes wide out of bounds, and it will be Northwestern possession as Midland turns it over. It's kind of been the story here of the second half. When the Warriors turn it over, Northwestern getting extra opportunities and scores. And we're going to have a card here on Midland. I believe it was Madigan Marusik will get a yellow, so she'll have to come off for 2 minutes. So Marusik will be off, and Northwestern is a man up. 9:40 left to go. Eagles leading Midland 12-5. They've outscored Midland 5-0 here in the second half. Smith to Shield. Shield passes back, catch inside, knocked down by Myers, and she will have possession of it. Nice job by Myers to be a wall there and stay in front. Played to the near side now, handling it is Ashley Boyd. Boyd goes to play it backward. And that loose ball is going to be turned over. Parr picks up the ground ball. Parr to her right. Her pass is deflected high in the air and stolen away by Midland, by Annika Turner. Turner looking to clear it, looking for Edwards. And Edwards will snare it. Edwards sprinting into the zone to the left. Edwards works in up near the top. Edwards had it knocked away. Garion will go chase it down for the Warriors. 8:43 to play. Now Harrison's got it. Harrison will give it off to Edwards. Edwards swings it over the right side. This is Nelson. Nelson plays it back behind the net to Thompson. Or rather Marshall, beg your pardon. Now played right through the zone and knocked away. Loose ball and taken away by Northwestern. Able to pick it up was Annika Dykstra. Dykstra will play it up the field. 8:12 left to play. And handling it for Northwestern is Lily Crosby. So some fresh faces out on the field now for Northwestern. Nice catch by Smith. Smith gives it off to Parr. Parr will retreat. Now we'll give it off to Smith. Smith gets inside. Rugemer shot is in for another Northwestern goal. Emma Rugemer able to make a nice catch, moving to her right. Quickly was able to release and get it by Christina Myers for the 13th goal of the day for Northwestern. It's now 13-5. 7:45 left to play. And we're seeing some tired players out there on the field for Midland right now. It's days like today when you're out there and, I mean, your running is one thing, but when you get that wind, it'll take a lot out of you. And, so, of course, both teams playing in the elements, but the Warriors here just have not had that juice in the second half like they did in the first. 13-5, Northwestern with the lead. Rugemer on the goal. Cara Smith gets the assist. And ready for another draw at midfield. Smith ready to go up against Jewel Milliman. And we're going to have a face-off violation. And it will be Midland possession. The Warriors have it with 7:44 to go. Ball played right side of Harrison. Swings it on over. Here is Nelson to Marshall. Marshall swings it to Edwards. Now it's played up high. Gehring plays it over to the right. Marusik working her way in. Marusik trying to put up a shot and got knocked down. We're going to stop things here. And it'll be Midland possession, I believe, over on the wing. The foul on the Eagles. So Marusik will start this from the right side. All right, Marusik ready from the right. Works her way in and had it knocked away. Ball swatted at right in front and will end up into the crease and picked up as Koffler has it for the Eagles. 7:05 to play. Spinning around with it is Gabrielle Milroy. Milroy and Edwards battle for the ball. It's flicked into the air, and Harrison has it for Midland. Here comes Chloe Harrison to the right. Harrison comes back from right to left, and she gets knocked down. And it's like we saw a moment ago. I think we're going to see a foul on Northwestern and possession off the right side for the Warriors. 6:45 left to go. It'll be Harrison from over on the right. She'll retreat with it. Harrison will walk her way to the right side, and we'll find Marusik. Gives it off to Nelson. Marshall swings it to Milliman. Now to Gehring. Gehring's pass is wide, and will go out of bounds. It'll be Northwestern ball, so Midland turns it over again. It's kind of the attention to detail, the little things that you see that when Midland wasn't turning the ball over in the first half, they were right in the contest or had a lead. But those turnovers have produced more opportunities for the Eagles that they've taken advantage of. Northwestern knocked away. Now Harrison's got it on the move. Harrison's going to get fouled. This is going to be charged to Regan Denick. So Midland possession from the spot of the foul. 5:56 left to go with the Eagles leading 13-5. Don't forget the men's game coming up at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Had a green card, which was issued to Denick, so she'll be off for a minute. Harrison will play left side to Edwards, who gives it back now to Milliman. Over to Marshall. Marshall back behind the net. Now we'll find Marusik. Marusik was checked. The ball popped loose. And we'll come all the way to the left. We've got a whistle and a foul here on Midland. So Northwestern will get the possession. 5:25 and counting. A 13-5 lead for the Eagles. Chloe Solorzano will play it to the right. Now Solorzano has it in the middle. And we'll find Howard over the right side. Played up the wing. Parr has it. Parr over on the right. Looks to pass in the middle. It bounces through. And turned over. Midland comes up with it. Madeline Edwards has it. Edwards trying to get it to the middle of the field. She turns it over. Now Northwestern will get it near side. Rugemer has it. Rugemer will find Howard. Howard works the right side to Parr. Parr walks her way over on the right wing, and we'll buy some time here. 4:35 left to play. Eagles don't need to be in a hurry here, leading by 8. Howard spins around, works her way through the middle. Ball knocked away, and Midland comes up with it. Myers has it. It was a good job by Cadence Rose, who was able to knock that ball away from Midland. Myers to clear it. Out by midfield. Picked up by Harrison. Harrison spins around. And now will pass the right side, finding Rios. Or check it, this is Boyd, I beg your pardon. Boyd plays in the middle. Rolls all the way through to Marshall. Marshall tried to get a shot attempt off. It flipped back behind the net. Spinning around is Edwards. Gives it off now to Nelson. Nelson to the left side. Marshall, a nice catch. Now plays it into the middle, and it goes all the way through and turned over. Northwestern comes up with it. It is Cara Smith. Smith up the field now to Rugemer. Rugemer will work on over the far right side. Gives it back to Shield. Shield will find Snyder. Snyder swings it. This is Smith. Back on up top now to the point, and now back to Smith. 3:15 remaining. Smith on the left wing. Passes over to the left side where she finds Rugemer. Rugemer on the left wing. Passes in, looking for Snyder, but it got all the way through, and Myers plays it now for Midland. So Northwestern unable to execute there, and Midland has it. Myers will give it off to Annika Turner. 2:49 left to go. Turner works up the right side, across midfield. Passes to the right, got away from Marusik. flicked high in the air. Marusik will gather it. Madigan Marusik working to her left. Now we'll swing it over to Marshall. Now up high, it's Harrison. Harrison works right through the middle of the defense. Shot attempt and goal, and the Warriors are on the board in the second half. Chloe Harrison with her third goal of the day. And a nice job receiving the pass and went right down the middle of the fan and was able to beat Daisy Koffler for the first time here in the second half. So it's now 13-6. So that was a nice play by Harrison. She was able to go right through the middle of the Northwestern defense. So Chloe Harrison scores. It gives her 4 goals on the year, and now 3 here this afternoon. So a little momentum here for Midland, but looks like it'll be a little too late in the effort here today with 2:21 left to go. And now Northwestern will sub some players onto the field. 13-6 the score. Smith and Harrison will battle for the draw control. Actually, I think it's Turner. I beg your pardon. Yep, Turner and Smith. And we'll have a whistle, but we'll play on here. Northwestern's got it. Snyder has it. Plays it back to Claire Carlson. Carlson's pass, a little high. Picked up by Rugemer. Rugemer has it. This is where down to 2 minutes left to play. Now Parr has it. Lauren Parr will walk on over to the right wing. Northwestern not in a hurry really to do anything here with the comfortable lead. Snyder has it. Snyder back on over to Parr. Parr's just going to back up here and pull out the Midland defense. Snyder back on over to Parr. As they just play catch. Now Snyder looking to set a screen. Parr starts a move through the defense. Had it knocked away. Whistle. We're going to have a foul called. And stoppage here. Let's see if there's any cards that will be issued. Parr got knocked down, and she'll be looked at here. And she'll receive some attention. Minute 23 to go. Northwestern leads 13-6. Let's take a quick break. You're watching women's lacrosse on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Hi everybody, Jay Schrod and my wife Angie with Balls Out Motors. We've been in Blair for about 12 years now. We've been doing this business for about 15. We've been a golf cart business for our entirety of the business life. Here recently we decided to diversify and bring on mowers, really trying to help the local market in that area. We do sales and service all Cub Cadet. And then obviously anything in the golf cart world, we do all the major brands there as well.
Family Dental Center of Blair is here to stay and has grown to bring more services to our area. Now located at 2100 South 20th Street, they're committed to more than just your healthy smile. Their goal is to work with community members to provide exceptional oral health care with a personal touch. taking pride in helping kids to adults become more comfortable and confident about their health journey. From cleanings to crown and bridge restoration and Invisalign correction, find your oral health at Family Dental Center of Blair.
Welcome back to Heatham Field right here on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live as we are about to conclude the women's lacrosse from Midland Warriors and Northwest Eagles.
A minute 23 left to go, and the timeout was for an injury to Lauren Parr. Looks like she suffered some sort of shoulder injury on her left side, and she was able to get up on her feet and walk on over to the far side, and she was in a lot of discomfort there, so hopefully it's nothing serious. But as we resume play, it is a 13-6 Northwestern lead with a minute 23 to go, and this will be a direct position shot that will be taken by Annika Dykstra. And her shot attempt will go wide. And it will stay Northwestern possession. Minute 16 left to play. Ball play to the right side now. This is Snyder who has it. Snyder brings it up to the point. Works to her left. Now we'll put up a shot and knocked away by Myers. And we'll go over the inline. And this will be Midland possession. So the Warriors have it with under a minute to go now. 13-6, Northwestern with the lead. The ball is going to be played to the keeper and Christina Myers. Myers with a long, clear attempt. Knocked down shy of midfield. And Dykstra has it for Northwestern. Dykstra to her right, had it knocked away. And it is Marusik who has it. Marusik on the move now for Midland. Marusik will give it off. Harrison shot, and she scores. Chloe Harrison. Her fourth goal today. And both goals here in the second half have been scored by Harrison on the Midland side. And Midland cuts it a little bit closer. It's now 13-7 with 27 seconds left to play. So that's one of the few times today we've seen Midland just about go to the length of the field. And Harrison scoring off an assist from Madeline Edwards. And 13-7 is where we stand here with 27 seconds remaining. Again, the 7 goals scored by Midland, the most that they've scored in contest this year, and game number 3. But you're going to see plenty of action here over the next week because they'll have 4 games that will be occurring on the road, part of the spring break trip. Smith and Turner to battle for draw control after the Harrison goal. And the draw battled for. Nobody has it yet. We got a whistle. And it's going to be Midland that gets possession here. 17 seconds left. This is Peterson. Right side to Edwards. Edwards on the run. Edwards off the right side. Passes in the middle. And he got knocked away as Gehring tried to come up with it. The clock's going to run out. That's going to do it from Heatham Field this afternoon. The final score in this one, the Northwestern Eagles defeat the Midland Warriors by the score of 13-7. Northwestern improves to 2-2 on the season. They'll take on University of New England in Mesa, Arizona, Tuesday afternoon. Midland falls to 0-3. The Warriors will be looking for that first victory when they will be in Livonia, Michigan on Sunday, taking on Madonna University. 13-7, Northwestern wins it. Back for the final stats and recap this one when we return on MidlandAthletics.com.
Limitless. When you believe, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Nebraska, where hardworking hands build incredible things.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. Gave it everything. Now look at what it's given back.
We know you put your heart into your business because that's what Nebraskans do. As a local bank, we put our hearts into helping you because we're not just a bank in Nebraska, we're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Family Dental Center of Blair is here to stay and has grown to bring more services to our area. Now located at 2100 South 20th Street, they're committed to more than just your healthy smile. Their goal is to work with community members to provide exceptional oral health care with a personal touch, taking pride in helping kids to adults become more comfortable and confident about their health journey. From cleanings to crown and bridge restoration and Invisalign correction, find your oral health at Family Dental Center of Blair.
Well, that wraps up the first game of our doubleheader of lacrosse right here on MidlandAthletics.com and BSDN Live.
Kelly, the Northwestern Eagles defeat the Midland Warriors today. The final tally was 13-7. It was 6-3 Northwestern at the end of the first, and then 7-5 in favor of the Eagles at halftime. But Northwestern, with a dominating third quarter, outscoring Midland 4-0, made it 11-5. Both teams scored a couple of goals in that fourth, so 13-7 ends up to be the final tally. Cara Smith started the scoring for Northwestern, 11:54 remaining in the first off an Abby Scheel assist, and then Hallie Gehring tied it up for Midland with 11:44 to go in the first with a Madigan Marusik assist. Midland took a lead with 11:14 to go in the second. Chloe Harrison scoring, assisted by Rylan Nelson, to put Midland up 2-1. But the Eagles tie it up when Ansley Thompson scored an unassisted goal at 10:47 to go in the first, making it 2-2. Midland was back in front when Madeline Edwards scored an unassisted goal at 9:16. But the Eagles tied the score at 3 with 8:11 to go in the first. Emma Rugemer with her first goal of the day. Rugemer scored again, and it occurred with 2:35 to go in the first off a Cara Smith assist to make it 4-3. And then it was 5-3 Northwestern when Maddie Hauer scored an unassisted goal at 1:39 to go in the first. Maddie Hauer scores again with 1:20 to go in the first off an Abby Scheel assist to make it 6-3. The Eagles at the end of one. Midland able to score a man up. Chloe Harrison scoring her first goal of the day, or second goal of the day, I beg your pardon, with 12:48 to go before halftime. Rylan Nelson with the assist made it 6-4 at that point, but then the Eagles were able to get a goal by Maddie Hauer, assisted by Abby Scheel, to make it 7-4 with 6:02 left to go in the second. The final goal of the first half came a man up for Alexis Marshall of Midland, and that made it 7-5. That'd be the score going into the break. The third quarter, as mentioned, dominated by Northwestern. Maddie Hauer scoring on a free position shot with 12:15 to go in the third to make it 8-5. And then Ansley Thompson scored unassisted with 8:32 to go in the third to make it 9-5. Emma Snyder scored a man-up goal, assisted by Emma Rugemer, to make it 10-5 with 52 seconds to go in the third. And then Lauren Parr scored with 41 seconds to go in the third unassisted to make it an 11-5 lead for the Eagles. In the fourth, Lauren Parr scores again, 13:36 to play, assisted by Abby Scheel, making it a 12-5 score. The final tally for Northwestern came with 7:45 to go when Emma Rugemer would score off a Cara Smith assist to make it 13-5. Midland got a pair of goals from Chloe Harrison late with 2:21 to go, assisted by Alexis Marshall, making it 13-6. And then Harrison scored with 27 seconds to play off a Madeline Edwards assist, making the tally 13-7, the final here today. Northwestern led in scoring by Maddie Hauer. The junior from Wausau, Wisconsin, had 4 goals on the day. Emma Rugemer scored 3. Lauren Parr and Ansley Thompson both scored twice. For Midland, Chloe Harrison scored 4 times for the junior from Claremont, Florida. The other 3 goals coming from Madeline Edwards, Alexis Marshall, and Hallie Gehring. As far as the goalkeepers were concerned, Daisy Koffler, she gave up 7 goals, had 6 saves, and 60 minutes in goal today. Christina Myers from Midland was in between the pipes for all 60 minutes, giving up 13 goals and had 13 saves. Shots favored Northwestern over Midland, 39-17. Northwestern received 45 ground balls to Midland's 36. Teams were even on clears, 18 out of 24 attempts on the day. Midland with 13 saves to Northwestern's 6. Midland had 37 turnovers, Northwestern with 26. Midland committed 18 fouls to Northwestern's 11. The Warriors won 16 draw controls to Northwestern's 8, and free position shots. Northwestern was 1 of 4 on the day. Midland was 0 of 1. Total of 9 fouls in the contest, which received cards today. We had a total of 4 yellows and 5 greens, but other than that, everybody behaved. And the final ends up to be 13-7 in the contest here today. So Northwestern improves to 2-2 on the year. Again, they'll take on University of New England Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock in Mesa, Arizona. Midland will begin its spring break trip beginning on Sunday. They are 0-3. The Warriors will play in Livonia, Michigan, as they'll take on Madonna University 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. Next home game for the Midland women's lacrosse team will be on March the 20th when the Warriors take on Mount Mercy University in a 4 o'clock contest here at Heatham Field. Coming up in a little less than an hour, we'll have the men's contest between Midland and Northwestern. That gets underway at 4 o'clock here this afternoon. That's going to wrap things up for Game 1. Thanks to our sponsors that made it possible. For Kelly Johnson, I'm Rich Ray. Game 1 in the women's contest goes to Northwestern. Northwestern wins it 13-7. Until later this hour, this is Rich